Welcome back, guys, to Hooked on You. Last time, we died. Last time, we told the spirit that we were jealous of her floating limbs, which, well, made her cut us to pieces. Because we wanted to be floating pieces of limbs. This won't happen again. I'm sure of it. So, as happened before, we asked her favorite color, and she isn't into science fiction. But she does give us sunscreen in a second. Here we go. She gives us sunscreen, and I'll just, as before, say thank you. Because I forgot to bring mine, and she figured as much. And lets me do the thing, and then she reaches over with her severed hand. And yeah, sure, I'll let her do it. Why not? Okay. And now she applies it to herself by, doing the hand thing. This time I will not comment, and I will not ask her about the glass. I will just say nothing. That's probably the smartest idea. You look and wonder, not sure exactly what's appropriate to say in this moment. While you're staring at Spirit's back, her head turns around and notices you looking at her. I'm sorry, is something wrong? I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me is doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. Yes, that was the right thing to do. I appreciate that, Josh. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. What does? Repeat instructions? Oh, mini games. Yeah. True. Ready. Oh no. You missed completely. Yes, I did. Because it's kind of laggy. Okay. Perfect. Yes! Not bad. Okay, chill. Dang it. It's kind of laggy, which is super unfortunate. Oh no. You gave the small opportunity to connect with me. Oh, I gave you the small opportunity to connect with me. I thought you'd take it seriously. Bruh. If you can't handle a couple toes, what will you do with more of me? No matter. So, like, I need your help. It was just a gesture. The game made me lose this date. You look up at the lighthouse, it's ominous dark from hovering above this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil, as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Holy. What is this? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death. The spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens toward the shore. Before crashing in the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. I should remember this because I bet there's some section where we have to swim or something, and we shouldn't. But these time-traveling pirates, or whatever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skulls and crossbow flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you.
I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that.
Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention.
I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me.
Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift.
It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island. Or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics anyhow. If you come with me, I can...
You can get cut! Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up.
Okay, be that way. You'll see.
Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out, you scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. Interesting. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claustet and White, twigged, burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? Okay, so we're back at the beach. When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claustet simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute.
Who are you?
There's no announcement here.
But there's a me.
You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost.
Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead.
You've got a secret lair?
Dang it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap. Sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject.
Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you.
It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. Interesting. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks.
Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding.
Folks, you cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. I do, because I play DBD. But this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. Yeah, it does actually sound like that. It sure doesn't seem like Dwick and Clawsetta are trying to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose the spirit for sure. Because she's going to cut me to pieces, because she just said she had a great day. If I don't choose her. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, dang, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, which she can remove, she just said, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to heck with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. I never said this, but okay. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories.
No offense taken, yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes.
Okay, he's very easygoing, that's good. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you, and Wraith too. Yay! So we're back at the beach. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. The cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Romantic! Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being in a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Josh? Sure, I'm empowered by it. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As he explains, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns you. What on you? Spirit has been trapped. Oh, frick. In this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back. No rebirth. Her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. Screw this! I'm bad at this game. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the soul of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed on the greatest sacrifice, to honor their emperor. Are you asking me to sacrifice myself for you? Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch the spirit choose his words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know, we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time, we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too, and I'm glad she enjoyed it. Well, this should be, this should be seen. Which means we are at dinner. So, saved. I've played for over 2 hours, which means I cannot refund this game or get a refund for this game, which is fine. But yes, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this series. I think it's super funny, and yes, sometimes it's kind of not the most family-friendly thing, which I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a family-friendly channel, and then I'm releasing this stuff. What? Whatever. Yeah. I hope you had a great time watching this. Check out my other stuff as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you. Bye.